วัสดีค่ะ
Well, Nat, what time is it?
Time for another video YouTube.
That's right, YouTube video. Now, last time we did a video, I alluded to the fact that I had some game-changing news. And so the rippers, retirees in paradise, or people that want to retire in Thailand, a lot of them have been reaching out to me and saying, JC, what's the game changers? And I was hesitant to reply back because I wanted to announce it to everybody at the same time. When I say something's a game changer, it means a lot because I've been living in Thailand now more than 25 years. We've been doing the membership site for over 10 years. We've helped thousands of people come retire in Thailand. And over all these years, I listen to people. They come over, they retire, or they're thinking about retiring, and they talk about what the challenges are, or what the challenges might be to coming over here and living, especially in a Southeast Asian country where the language is tonal, and it's a big country, and the retirees are spread out over a large area. So the two things that they've come to my attention over all the years is one is a challenge with the language, and another one is connecting with other foreigners. And so when I say there's a game changer or game changers, it means that we're attempting to remedy those issues and make them non-issues so that it's easier to retire over here. Now, there's been some game changers over the years, and it's gotten a lot easier to retire here, but those two issues seem to be the ones that continue or persist. And so I'm happy to say that today I'm going to talk about game changers to change those issues. So a company reached out to me. I've always said that, if you can, learn to read Thai. But it's a challenge. I can't read Thai very well. I can read a couple things, but it's a challenge. And I've said if you can read, then you can speak. You can speak easier because you'll know the nuances of the tones. But it's a tonal language. And for foreigners that come from English speaking or German speaking or Norwegian, we don't use the tones except when we're get excited or we're asking a question or something like that. So it's a little bit of a challenge for us. And then, they came out with Google Talk, Google Translator, and that's good to a certain point, but it's a challenge and just didn't solve all the issues. And the other one was, like I said, about connecting with people, other foreigners, because people want to have conversations. They want to, and when you're dealing with maybe a relationship where we're really lucky because we have really in-depth conversations. But some people, they have to, keep it really simple to try and get points across. Well, I'm here to tell you, I've got some exciting news for you. A company reached out to me and said, we have a device we'd like you to check out. And so I read about it and said, hey, why don't you send me one? I'd like to test it out, see if it works. Because I've never, over all these years, we have 500 videos, we have, 10 million views or something. I don't think they've ever seen me hype anything that I can think of except our member site. But I wanted to talk about something that came to my attention that I think, like I said, is a game changer, right? And this is from a company, it's called Fluentalk. Now, I mentioned this to our members in our weekly update that I do every week for our membership site, that I got this, and there was some excitement from them, and they wanted more information, and I said, hey, I'm going to do a video for YouTube, I'll talk about it, and I'll try and answer those questions that they had as well. But this is a device that translates language in real time. So it comes in a nice box, instruction manual, and this is what it looks like. It is really small. It's like the old phones we got before they were smartphones and you needed the full screen and everything. Look at this little guy. This is very cool. You can put this in your pocket. And again, it's called Fluentalk, and it translates 40 languages in real time. And so Thai is one of those languages.
Good.
Now, offline they have, I think, I want to say it's about 16 languages or 14 languages or something like that you can do offline. But Thai's not one of them. And I asked them, I reached out to them and said, are you going to have Thai offline? And they said there seems to be a demand for it. We're working on it, but they don't have a scheduled date yet. But this works off of an internet connection. Now, they give you 2 years of free data, a data connection. And after 2 years, then there's going to be an update or a top-up on that. But 2 years out, it's a long way, so they don't even have, what it's going to cost to update it. But if you can put a SIM card in this. So if you have a SIM card, you can put it in, and you can use any SIM card. You can use AIS, True, what's the other one, DTAC, any of them that gives you a data connection. Or you can use Wi-Fi. If you have a Wi-Fi connection, you can set Wi-Fi in here. Now, the cool thing is, if you put your SIM card, somebody might, say, hey, I only got one SIM card. If I put it in the phone, how am I going to... If you put your SIM card in this, you can use this as a hotspot and be able to connect using other devices to the internet connection while this is connected.
But cannot call?
It's not a phone, but everybody has a phone already.
But you use the SIM card in here, how you call?
Now, Nat was wondering, okay, if you put your SIM card in here, what would happen? Because you wouldn't be able to use your phone. But it'll also work the other way around. You could keep your SIM card in your phone and make your phone the hotspot and connect this to the Wi-Fi hotspot of your phone and use it. That would work, right?
Good idea.
Yeah, there you go. So that's how I've got this connected now. I have my phone connected to our Wi-Fi, and this I'm using off the hotspot of my phone. And so we'll show you how well that works. When you turn this on, you have 4 screens here. You've got the time, the date, and one-click translation and photo translation. And if you go back one, you have the dual clock, the exchange rates, and a translation record in case you wanted to go back to things you've translated before. If you go forward, you have selections for ask for directions, chat translation, spectator mode, voice memos. You can use this just to make quick voice memos. The user guide on how to use this. A thing called common expressions, and we'll talk about all these. You have SOS, so if you're in a country, you can set up a panic button. And you have the settings as well. So people are probably listening to this going, well, come on, what about the translation? Now, one-click translation works really well if you just have something you need to do, with somebody. Maybe you're on the street or something, and you just need a quick translation. And so if you click on that, there's 2 buttons. There's actually 3 buttons on the side. One's a power button, one's a green button, and one's a red button. The green button is whatever language you've set into it other than your native language, whatever you want to translate. In our case, it'll be
Thai.
Thai, that's right. And in my side, my red button is
English.
English. Well, there you go. And so you press the red button for English and let it go, and it'll translate into Thai and vice versa. So let's go ahead and check this out, okay?
Okay.
Are you hot today?
วันนี้คุณร้อนไหม
วันนี้ร้อนมากค่ะ
It's very hot today.
Did you eat lunch already?
คุณทานอาหารกลางวันแล้วหรือยัง
กินแล้วค่ะ
I have eaten.
That's the one-click translation and how that works. Photo translation, you click on that. And so you can do the photo translation. And then the next one you have is ask for directions. So if you click on that,
can you help me? We can use this translator to communicate.
You can set in a pre-programmed phrase, and you can put in as many as you want. You can set it up to accommodate wherever you're going to go, whatever you're going to do. Say you're going to go in Bangkok and you go on the train system, you need to be able to talk to somebody. You can set the phrases up ahead of time, what directions or whatever you want to do, and then just go through the list so you don't have to be talking into it. You already have that set up before you travel. And you just click the plus button and you can put them in there and go ahead and translate them ahead of time. And we have the chat translation, which we'll do in a minute, because I think that's like the coolest feature on this thing. You have spectator mode, where you can just click on it and you set the languages up again. And if you were in some place where somebody's going to be talking and you don't want to stick this in their face or interrupt them or whatever, you can turn it on. It will record the conversation and translate it, and later on you can go back and replay it with the translation, and that is really cool. Like I said, it has voice memo, user guide, common expressions is another one, and they have all these preset into the device. So you have headings like urgency, traffic, hospital, bank, hotel, restaurant, shopping, and attractions. Now, I don't pull any punches here, I'll tell you. I think it's really good, but Nat says for the Thai language, they speak just a little bit quick. And so here's an example of one. This says, "Excuse me, I'm a tourist here. My flight is about to take off. Is there a fast track for boarding?" And so we'll play that.
สวัสดีฉันเป็นนักท่องเที่ยวที่นี่เครื่องบินที่ฉันนั่งกำลังจะออกแล้วขอถามหน่อยว่ามีช่องทางด่วนจะขึ้นเครื่องหรือเปล่า
Quick? Yeah. A little bit. So if the company's watching this, that would be one of my feedbacks on this, is to get that to slow down just a little bit. But it's got all these in there which are really helpful. Bank, hospital, hotel, restaurant. Can you understand what they said?
Yes.
Okay. And so that's the common expressions. Now, the other thing that I told you about the chat translation is what I think is the coolest one. And again, you set up the languages that you want, and it's got 2 microphones. And so you just put the microphone towards the person that corresponds to the language they're going to speak, and the other one towards your native language, and you just set it down. And it's got a button, and you're just going to click, and it's going to know based on which side of the microphone is the inputs coming in, what language to translate. Okay. And so we're going to go ahead and test this out for you. Can you drive a car?
คุณขับรถได้ไหม
ไม่ได้ค่ะ
Cannot.
Can you drive a motorcycle?
ขับมอเตอร์ไซค์ได้ไหม
ขับได้ค่ะ
Can drive.
Are you a safe driver?
คุณเป็นคนขับที่ปลอดภัยหรือไม่
แน่นอนค่ะ
Of course.
Wow.
Wow.
Notice it said wow. One thing to keep in mind, if this is on, it's going to be translating all the time. So you can't have a lot of idle talk, because it's just going to go blah, 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 and it's not going to know what's going on. So keep it clear and concise of what you're saying. It also has a way to set up when you're speaking to go with the pace of your voice. So you can set it to listen to a faster pace or a slower pace. I got it set to a pretty slow pace because I want to, make sure to speak clearly and concisely. And so that's what we're doing here. And so we'll try a few more things. Do you have any hobbies?
คุณมีงานอดิเรกไหม
มีค่ะ
Yes.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
คุณทำอะไรในเวลาว่าง
ปลูกต้นไม้
Plant a tree.
Do you have a farm?
คุณมีฟาร์มหรือไม่
มีค่ะ
Yes.
Do you plant flower trees or fruit trees?
คุณปลูกต้นไม้ดอกไม้หรือไม้ผล
ปลูกทุกอย่างค่ะ
Plant everything.
So there you go. This to me is a game changer. When Nat and I first met, you spoke hardly any English, and my Thai wasn't so good. This would have been a game changer, even though we didn't need a game changer, because it's been 8 years later, and we're still communicating better than ever. But this is really cool. Somebody must have opened the door to our chicken coop because our chickens are out. And does this speak chicken? I don't think it translates chicken yet. Maybe coming soon, right? Now, if you're wondering how much this costs, you can buy it online at fluentalk.com, and that's with one T, Fluentalk, not Fluent Talk, but Fluentalk.com, and it's $299. Now, I think it's a really good deal if you're thinking about living over here. Now, somebody that was just traveling to Thailand and going home, maybe it's a little expensive. If you're a business person or you travel a lot because it's got 40 languages in it, this would be really cool. It would be really useful. If you're going to be here long term, I think it's also really useful to establish communication with a significant other, a girlfriend, somebody you're dating, or if you need to go to a store to buy something or do something, take this along with you. I think it would really make things a lot easier.
Yeah, sure.
And so I highly recommend this. I think it's, again, a game changer. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk to you all about. Maybe the company will give me a link or something I can pass on to give you all a discount for you all who subscribe or watch our channel. Now that's the first game changer. The second one, and this addresses what? The communication issues that people have. Again, I think that this would really help that out a lot. Now, the other one is about connecting with other foreigners. This has been something that comes up constantly, and people want to find like-minded people. Now, you could go on Facebook and, connect in groups and things like that. We have a Facebook group, but I'm not a big fan of Facebook. I don't like how they sell data. I don't like how they hold data. I'm not a big fan. But we are going to jump over that hoop because we have a website that has been launched that I think is a game changer. Now, one thing that I know some people aren't happy about is the member site and about the YouTube channel is usually about us. And some people just want information about Thailand or want to connect with other people. It's not so much about you and me or what we have to say or our opinion, although I appreciate people watching our videos and everything. I totally understand that. And so what we've done is we've created a community website that's Facebook-like for Southeast Asian expats, and it's called SoutheastAsiaExpat.com with hyphens in between. You can put SEAsiaExpat.com with hyphens in between or SoutheastAsiaExpat.com, and it'll take you to that website. And so this is really cool. Now, we've just launched it. You're the first ones to hear about it except for our membership. Our membership beta tested this thing. We're still working on a few things, but I want you to go check this out. Now, it's free to sign up. Now, if you want all the perks, we have a lot of lessons in there for visas and marriage and property and all these other things. They're all in lesson form. So that's in there. You get a lot of perks if you pay a one-time fee and become a lifetime member. We have a marketplace to be able to buy and sell things. We have activity feeds. You can post pictures and everything. We're working on being able to post videos directly to the site. Right now, you can create a YouTube channel and put your video on YouTube and just put the link in your activity feed or whatever, and it'll show up fine. Websites, all this stuff, documents, you can put all that. But videos take up so much bandwidth that we're trying to find a solution for that. But I want you to check this out because I think it's really cool. And we're going to be adding all sorts of resources to that website. And we'd love for you all to become community members.
Yes.
And you don't have to follow us. You can follow other people. You can find like-minded people with common interests. You can share skills that you have. You can connect with anybody, create groups with forums of things that interest you. I think it's really a game changer. So Southeast SoutheastAsiaExpat.com. Go check it out, and I hope to see you inside. If you want to friend us, you can friend us, connect with us, because we post on there all the time. And like I say, it's going to be growing, and I think it's going to become the go-to website for information about living in Southeast Asia, whether you want the news or share something. I think it's really cool. I'm really proud of that. I think, we've done a really good job. And if you come across some kind of bugs or something, let us know. But it's just launching now, so jump on in and become part of our community. But that's it. That's our game changers for today.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything you want to add?
See you inside.
Yeah, see you inside the community site. And
You this one.
go ahead and pick up one of these and tell us what you think about that. I think it's really cool. Fluentalk.com. Anyway, yeah. We talk fluently with this more than we do by ourselves. But hey, her English is excellent now, and my Thai hasn't gotten any better.
Thank you.
Anyway, take care, stay well, stay strong, and remember there's
Always an option.
That's right, always an option. See you, JC and Nat out.
Bye.
Hey, JC here. If you like that video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel here. Also, we have another video up here you're going to be really interested in watching as well. And if you're looking for all the details of how to retire in Thailand in one place, plus a group of people to support you, check this out over here. Give it a click.